So now I don't have a pattern for the ears. I was just gonna wing it. Because when has that ever gone poorly for me? Alright, let me look at, let me look at Fluffy one more time. Fluffy, it's got little... so she's got purple on the inside and pink on the outside. Do I want to do that? That sounds like an effort. Because the way I was going to make the ears, I was just going to make essentially like a tiny, making a tiny beanie and then just kind of stitching the end closed and folding it when I either sew it on or glue it onto the hood. Because that is really easy and I can do that, you know, within a couple of minutes. Well, probably not only a couple of minutes, I'm exaggerating. I'm trying to think of if I did a color change, I could probably make the insides purple. We'll see how it goes. Alright, for this one, I'm going to do a magic circle because I'm going to start from the top and go down. Do I remember how to do this? Because I almost just didn't. Alright. There we go. And then I'm just gonna single crochet because it's easy, and when you're doing stuff that's, because this is essentially like an amigurumi, so I want the stitches really close together. I'm gonna do, how many should I do? At least 4. Debating if I want 6. I guess it depends on how round I want them. Let's do 6, why not? Because 666, number of the beast, seems good for an evil unicorn, right? Okay. So there's, is this a stitch? That's the only downside of the magic ring, is that it's sometimes hard to tell where the first stitch is because of the way it like kind of just folds around the and since we're using pink yarn, I'm gonna use my purple. This is, you know what, this is very thematic here. This is like the almost the exact shades. Well, look at that coincidence. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna use a purple stitch marker so that it's a bit easier to see rather than a pink one. Oh, I shouldn't have put that down. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a disaster yet. Yeah, I can't tell if, is that a stitch? I think it is. I should have stopped and put the stitch marker in. I thought about it and then didn't do it. Do you guys ever do that to yourself? You're like, this would be smart, and then you just don't do it. Like, that would have saved me time or a headache. And you just like don't do it. And then you look back and like almost immediately and you're like, yep, I should have done that. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's called being lazy. Yeah, I guess that was a little lazy of me. Okay. Okay. So I'm just pulling this tight. So this will be the outside. Now, do I want to slip stitch it so that it looks, yeah. forgone doing a bunch of things. I should have because I just didn't have it in me to do it. Now the problem with the slip stitches, do I count that? Didn't have info on it? It sounds like you're talking about something very specific. Whoa. I still can't believe that there was just straight up an orgy listed as a Halloween event. I mean, I guess for some people that the idea is horrifying. So yeah, I'm hesitating because I'm trying to make decisions about how I want this to be made. I think it doesn't matter, and I can just work it in a spiral and it will be fine. I do want to start increasing though. So like this will end up being the tip of the ear. I'm just trying to decide how much I want to increase. Typically you increase in every stitch when you start from a magic circle, because you usually want it to just, you know, get rounder faster. So I think that's what I will do. Most patterns will have you do that. And then in future rounds, they have you do fewer increases. Because otherwise you end up having a yarmulke. And if you're making a yarmulke, then that's exactly what you want. But if you're not making a yarmulke, maybe you want a different approach. Long work week, 52 hours, blah, 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 blah. That sounds like garbage. Does not sound fun. I think I would die if I worked 52 hours in a week, like doing floral stuff. It's very demanding physically. Much more than you might anticipate. Hey, Sudzo! How you doing? Oh my gosh, that little purple hype shrimp! So cute. And those kitties. I like that the kitties are... the idea that the kitties are so excited to see me. So now the question becomes... do I want to ignore the slip stitch? I feel like there was a better way to do this that doesn't create a series of little lines, and I don't remember what it is or what it's called. Invisible. That's why they're here. Because they're so excited. So excited to say hi to me. They're climbing over themselves to say hello. Do you get to choose a hype shrimp? No, it's just the cheer badge. So you happen to get red, which suits you. Let me see if I can search for what I'm looking for. I typed INV into YouTube, and it had me my like previous search pop up. Invisible join in the round crochet. That's exactly what I wanted. Hell yeah. Ow. Chainless starting stitch. Now, which one did I like better? Would I have liked it? Well, no, because that would make too much fucking sense. But I do know that I probably posted it in our Discord. Visible join. No. Round animals, cute. Aha! Invisible, no, that's invisible decrease. Which could be helpful, but not what I was looking for. That's also crocheting. So I did post something about crocheting, but I guess it's not the one that I was looking for. So I will just have to guess. I'm going to guess that it's the one that I watched more of.
Busy.
So yeah, sorry about the ads.
While you get to it, we're going non-stop.
I'm not paying for RedTube.
My yarn to the back so it's out of the way, and pick up both of those that we can still invisible slip stitch into.
Hang on.
Alright, and then again I'm going to stretch the loop on my hook, bring the yarn to the back so that it's out of the way, pinch that loop. That is the top of the chainless.
I need to start
each of my chains around until I get back around, so then I can show you how to join the round.
She's gonna show us, guys.
So I'm now back around to the beginning of the round. I've got one chain left to work into. So I worked into that. So I've worked in every single chain across my foundation chain. So instead of inserting into the top of this
I kind of remember how this goes. So I'm gonna actually...
We're gonna do the invisible slip stitch. So normally for a slip stitch, we would insert the hook into the top two loops of the stitch.
What I just did.
From front to back, and as you can see, those loops kind of go like that.
I'll leave the first one because honestly no one's gonna see it but me.
That chainless starting double crochet. But when you insert into them, they're the perfect, the loops are the perfect size to match the rest of the double crochets. So instead of inserting from front to back like this, we're going to stretch the loop on the hook out, give it some slack. I'm going to take the hook out of that loop. I'm going to bring it to the back of the work. Now, you don't want to do this with your yarn laying forward. You want the yarn to be behind the work.
And then I think what you do,
you're going to take that hook and insert
go like
from
that.
Back to front in both of those loops.
Yeah.
Then you're just going to take that stretched out
That looks
loop,
nice. Okay,
put
cool.
it around the hook, and hook it, pull it through that stitch. So now, as you can see, that join is almost completely invisible. And
yes, it is, girl.
We have
Thank
this
you.
Stretched out loop here now. That's okay.
Yay for yarn channel. Appreciated. All right, cool. I'm very happy that I found exactly the video that I needed first try. And then, what do I just come into here? Yeah, and just keep going around, I suppose. Oh yeah, and she will say that you should put a stitch marker there. So I'm leaving one at the end. Which I guess I don't need. So the reason that you put a stitch marker here instead, or in addition to, you can have as many as you want, is so that it's easier, because sometimes this stitch gets a little tight because of just, that's how it goes. So it's hard to insert it, but if you keep the stitch marker in there, it's a little easier. And it also tells you where the end of the round is, which is great. Okay, onward we go. Just shut up and drive. Or in my case, shut up and crochet. Shut up, you dingus. So I am going to increase, but I'm only going to increase every other stitch. So it starts kind of forming a bit of a cup and less of a pancake. Because if you just keep increasing, it'll stay flat. So if you want to make a coaster, I shouldn't have said yarmulke, because yarmulkes do curve. But yeah, that's what I'm attempting to do. And then I think the next round I will switch to purple, or I could just do it now. I could just call this the inside of the ear and switch to purple here and then do a couple of stitches. Yeah, let's do that. I'm making this so complicated. Welcome to Lecta's stream, where she makes everything more complicated for herself always. So to change colors, you want to insert your hook, or like start the stitch, and then whatever the last loop you pull through of the stitch before you want it to be the other color. Wait a minute, did I fuck this up? I did. Just kidding. So like when you're doing single crochet, you pull up this loop, which will eventually form the body of the thing. So instead of, if I pull this up, then the pink will still be on the yarn. So I want this stitch to be pink, and it will, but I want the color coming out of it to be purple because I want the next stitch to be purple. I hope that I explained that in a way that made sense. It just kind of came out like diarrhea. Or sharks. Sometimes it takes making things complicated to learn what does and doesn't work, or you just make it harder for yourself because you can't help it. Because you have a weakness for making things extra pretty, which also usually means making it more difficult. So see, because the purple was at the top, that's the color that we started using. So when I fold this over, this will be the inside of the ear. Actually, I should have switched to pink. So I've got my two purples, and I just want to pick the pink back up and have it be the one that pokes out the top. So that the stitch still looks purple, but we're able to use the pink there. I used to switch colors in like such an awful way that I would always have to redo everything. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe it's a little uneven, but you know what, we're gonna redo our best here. So yeah, I want to make it as close to the thing that I'm trying to be as possible. So I could just have done a pink circle and folded it in half and called it a fucking day. But but my brain goes, but look at this detail that you're leaving out if you do that. Wait, did I increase over there? Oh, fuck. Did I increase? No, I think I was just... Oh, I don't remember what I did. Yeah, I did increase. So I did 1, and then an increase, and then I did 1, boom, boom. And I'll do... okay. I also have to... so yeah, this will be like the tip of the ear. Maybe I should have put... I don't know how many stitches I'm making is the other problem. Since I'm not using a pattern, and I'm just like, I guess I will do this now. So I'm going to finish the end of this round, and then I might undo it because I don't actually know how many stitches I'm gonna have. And I was increasing every other, but now I feel like it's uneven. So if I do the connecty stitch, that should give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? Or will it look like 14? I have to do it because I can't. Can't think. So then I want to take this and bring it through. Okay, so how many stitches? This is essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so... then... I probably want this one to be purple as well. So I can do the same thing that I did, I'm just going to add another purple. That's fine. And then it will have fewer stitches because it should have 12 stitches. Which makes sense? Yeah, that makes sense because I started with 6. And then I increased to 12. Maybe I'm overthinking a lot. Updated version of the ABC song. I did not listen to it. Instead of LMNOP, they're like LMNO. P. It just doesn't sound right. Hey, someone's gotta be a children's song critic, and why not a very dapper worm? Why not you? Follow your dreams. Follow your critic's dreams. So yeah, I should have 4 here. So 4 plus 3, and then if I... So that's 7. So this will be 8. Because I do want it to be even. And then 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so the increases are just going to be a little wonky. It's fine. No one will know! Except for me and all of you! Why the fuck do the wheels go around? It's a mystery indeed. So yeah, that looks nice and even if I'm folding this up. Oh, I was like, where's my string? You're holding it, dummy. Excuse me, dumbass? It's in your hand. Currently in— Shut up! Dalio. I don't need your shit. And here's where the stitch marker comes in handy, because that was a snug fit. And then I grab this loop. The whole thing, preferably. Yes, thank you. And pull it on through. And yeah, now the what I'm considering the back is like right where we have the start, or the invisible join. And that's like smack dab right across from the middle of the ear, so I'm happy with that. Cool. If you could not pull out all the fibers though, that'd be great. You know what I should be doing? Writing down what I'm doing. So that when I go to make the other ear, I don't go, what did I do here? That's smart. And I will not be lazy and not do it. I will write it down. Good job, hype friend. Cute. Alright, so I did magic circle, 6 single crochet, 12 single crochet, I think. And then I guess I did 12 again. Oops. How? I must not have done 12. I'm very perplexed. I don't know. I don't know how I ended up with 12 again when I did actually increase. But I know that I doubled up. I don't know. I'm just gonna say 1 and then 2 and then 1 color change and then 3 and then 3 color change. I'll know what that means. Then 1, 2, 1, 1, I guess. Alright, that was way convoluted. I don't know what I was thinking. Let me make this as weird as possible. Good. Okay. So I'm gonna want to... I think I want to keep the thickness as it is and start to curve down. So I'm not going to increase any this round so that it starts being more of a cup shape. Maybe I didn't actually get 6 stitches in the original one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. That's the trouble with making 2 of something. If you don't pay enough attention, or if you screw it up, then the other one's gonna be lopsided. Where's my purple? There's my... Nope, that's the end of the purple. That doesn't have all the yarn attached. Okay, here we go. Hooray! Maybe someday I'll know what I'm doing. I was like, oh, it's crocheting. It'll be easy. Alright. Sure. That's what they all say. I'm looking forward to work tomorrow. I like work. I like my job. I'm also really looking forward to having a graphics card so that I can do game things again. Where does that look uneven? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe I accidentally only did 5. Because I did do that slip stitch. Which I should have undone once I decided to do the invisible one, but I didn't. Again, it's not something that, like, most people will notice. It's just for that I'd want it to make... I want, when I make the other ear, for it to be the same size. Alright. So we pick this up, drop it, come through the back of here. Get it there! Okay, good. I really want to finish Alan Wake, man. I have so many spooky games that I've been just dying to play. But alas. Although, if I do decide that I come home and I want to stream, I will stream a different game. So we'll have like 2 games going at once. So like Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, I'll do one game. And then if I stream Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, I can just do a different game so that I don't have to worry about, well, this is kind of a different time slot, so people can't follow along. I'm too considerate, blah, blah, blah. Look at me, I'm amazing. Okay. Let's see how this is coming along. I kind of wish that this one stitch in there was purple. Also, I feel like it's off to the side again. Yeah, that's weird. I feel like that's a zigzag. Oh, bizarre. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go by what looks right. So I'm gonna undo this and I'm gonna do a 4th purple. Because I think it'll look better. I can't believe it's already Sunday tomorrow. Or Monday. Whoa! See what I mean? I can't believe that the day is already the day. Wow! Yeah, apparently my brain is just ultra jumbled today. Say fish. Fish. Ocean. Sea fish. Say sea fish. It's like my brain is fucking with me. Hey. Hey. You know what would sound really, impressive? Is if you said sea fish. You know, a dragon or like a sea fish. Yeah, don't you sound smart? But you might like Red Dead 2 if you like westerns. I can't say that I've really given westerns a fair shot. I did like watching my ex play Call of Juarez, though. I thought that game was cool. Alright, this is looking pretty cute. Let's get our horn out. I want to make sure... Okay, yeah, I'm probably going to make the ears about that tall in comparison, like if I go down to the bottom of here. Now the question is, do I want to increase at all, or do I just want to keep going? Recommended GPU would be a 1060. Yeah, I actually have not had any issues running any games with the 970, which is super impressive. That thing has lasted a stupidly long time. I think I will not increase on this one, but maybe increase the next one. That's my executive decision. Well, these are just going to be all tangled. It's fine. Some companies know how expensive they are. Well, yeah, maybe. I wonder if any companies or dev teams took that into consideration with the... Wait a minute. Oh, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Because I accidentally had that in front. Or wait, no, I'm holding it backwards? Oh, guys, my brain! That just was so confusing to me. I was holding the whole thing backwards. Oh, what a doofus. Okay. So I did it right. It looked weird because I was holding it the wrong way. Oh boy. Sometimes I wonder how I get around in life. That's just kind of been my week. It's just like, what? How? Now I can continue around. Like I said, I'm not going to increase this time round because I don't want the ear to be much wider than this. I think I like the width even if I curve it. So I don't want to increase too quickly. And now I hope that if I follow the stitches here, since it's the same size, that doing 4 across will also look fine. But if not, we just undo it and do it again. That's at least the beauty of crochet, is that if you fuck it up, it's super easy to undo it. Unless your yarn misbehaves and gets all, like, sometimes, you see kind of how there are little, like, fibers sticking out. You can see it much better when I hold it against the table. Sometimes those kind of, like, pill together, so it's, sometimes kind of annoying to try to undo stuff. Because those just stick and you have to break it. Again, not the end of the world, but it's not as easy to just, you know, rip it apart. Or frog it, as we like to say in the yarn crafting community. My waifu taught me that. That it's called frogging. Because if you just go brr, brr, it kind of sounds like ribbit, ribbit. And it's like, if you fuck up, you have to rip it, ribbit, ribbit, frog it. Get it? Ha! Hilarious. The other thing I have to be careful of, I guess not really. I can't pull this too tight because, like, I'm not cutting the yarn each time. And I don't want to pull it from the inside because that would not be good. Yeah, I think that looks even, that looks good. Looking good. And so... Man, Fresh Off the Boat is still good. The new season started airing, so I was catching up on that. I found myself walking around on Friday, but quoting it on my way to and from the house. That show's really good. Tried to pull on a stitch that came undone to tighten it. Instead you just undo it all. Oh no! Don't do that. Crochet is pretty forgiving. Whereas like knitting, if you drop a stitch, like if my hook were to fall out of here, not a problem. If you're knitting and your needle falls out, like your whole project is just like possibly going to unravel. Alright. It is time to do the invisible join. And pull this through. Cool, 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 cool. Meow, 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 meow. Shmooby-doop-doop-a-doo. Boop, boop-a-doo-a-doo. Alright. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 single crochet, 4 color, change. And then it should be 4 on the other side as well. 1, 2. No, wait, that's the same side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it looks good. I don't care if the numbers work out, but they do. Yep, that shirt's we're finished. It's done. This shirt is in the style of a pile of yarn. It's a deconstructed shirt. Like if you try to pull the like cooking show stuff, where they like didn't make the thing that they were supposed to make and they just call it deconstructed. It's a deconstructed shirt. It's sure to keep you cool in the summer days. Okay. So now I think I want 3 increases. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do 1 stitch and then 2. So I'm gonna make 1 in the pink, 1 in the pink on this side, 1 in the purple, and 1 in the pink on the other side. I'm 12. Hi. Nice to meet you. See, crafting is just really dirty. It's not my fault. Alright, let's pull that. I said pull it! And now we do purple. It's 1. And then, oops, started grabbing yarns that were crisscrossing the back. It's fine, everything's fine. And I will increase here. So we'll end up having 5 stitches in the front of purple. Oops, I did not color change. Do I want to? Yes, I do want to. I just wanted to make sure it looked even because this looks slightly less angular than the other side. So of course me, I'm like, oh, I gotta make sure it's real perfect. Where is this yarn coming from? Come here. What I should do with these loose ones, I'm just going to twist them up and tuck them in the ear because they're getting in my way now. There we go. Good shit. And then I know that this is the pink that I want. So drop the purple, pull through pink, tighten up the purple, ta-da! Beautiful. Like a beautiful rainbow. I had a sad yesterday because Fred texted me the info for the shipping on the graphics card, and my first thought was, I have the best boyfriend. And then I went, owies. That hurts. It made me think of that because that's a Fred-ism. Beautiful rainbow. But me and my waifu, Octea, we all 3 of us say that. So that beautiful rainbow is a little less sad. And here's the join. He also talked to me for like a really, really long time. The other day, like helping me with the computer and just listening to me complain about things and get upset about this, that, or the other. Just like crying. He was like, it's okay. I was like, I'm sorry I called you, and then just cried. He's like, I called you, and I was like, oh yeah. I'm sorry you called and I just cried. Oh, that's looking... Why are you like this? So either I have to add in another purple. That doesn't look right. It's getting diagonal, why? I think I needed another pink here. What have I done? Yeah, he called just to see if he could help me figure out the power supply. Because I thought I was just doing it wrong before I realized, no, you don't have the cables. It's impossible for you to do it wrong because you don't have the stuff. Yeah, I'll just take my magic yarn pen. That would be fucking sick, though. I would buy a fuck ton of those. If you could have a yarn pen, you just color the parts that you want. Oh, that'd be so much easier. So I've got two options. I can either change this to purple, or I can change this to pink. I still want to keep the way this has to come out. I still want to be able to keep the shape, like I want to keep the pink on the outside. So like I said, this is the inside of the ear. So I think I want that to be pink. This is so obnoxious. I hate not using a pattern. I want someone else to figure out these things for me. I don't want to do it. Because it's annoying. I keep having to undo stuff. Again, I'm like, oh, it's just an ear. How long will an ear take? I can do that in 15 minutes. No, bitch. No, you cannot. I'm just wondering if this other stitch needed to be... Like, this doesn't feel right. But I guess it's just on the edge of there. I guess it's fine. I have to go with what looks right, though, rather than with what I think should be right. Because ultimately, I care about how it looks more than whether or not it makes sense to my brain. Although I'd love for it to make sense to my brain, like that'd be magical. But yeah, when I fold that in, that looks better, I think. I hope. I'm gonna finish this stitch and see what I think. No, that also doesn't look right. What the hell did I do? I think it's the increase that fucked it up. It does not like the increase. Because that also looks wrong. But if neither color looks right, then what? 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 If you both are wrong, then what? What am I supposed to do, chat? Yarn technology that can change colors with a Bluetooth program? That'd be really cool. I would like to be able to change the colors of yarn that I have. Like the leftover yarn that I have for, from making Amaro's Fox. Like, I don't need that color anymore. So I wish I could just change the color of the yarn and use it for a different project. Yeah, I'm wondering if that stitch right here should have been purple. Even though that row is the same number of stitches as the one before it, so doing the same number of purple stitches should have looked right, but it doesn't look right. I'm gonna see if adding another purple on this end makes it better. Pray for me, chat. I think that'll fix it. Fix it well enough, anyway. Which is all I'm going for, is good enough. This is going to be so hard when I get to the other ear, because What? Yep, it feels like, yep, I fucked it up. Fucked it up. Fucked it up, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna undo this round, go back to the other round, and add another purple stitch. At least I figured out what it was. Guess we're starting over. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I mean, not over entirely, just over a decent amount. Now, hopefully making the other ear will go smoother because I've already worked out the kinks on this ear. A girl can hope. Let me have my hopes! And sometimes dreams. Oh, what is that song? It's Paramore. I should know this by heart. I'm sure that I do. It just needs to come to me. Having other music playing is not helping. Hold on to hope if you got it. Don't let it go for nobody. They say that dreaming is free, but I wouldn't care what it cost me. Can I play that song on guitar? I don't know. Is it in my tabs? I have the whole album, but that doesn't mean I can play the whole album. I don't even know what the name of that song is, because I've just listened to the album so many times that unless, like, the title is basically the chorus, I don't know. It's not Told You So. You hurt me bad this time. No coming back. It's not Fake Happy. I love that song, though. Is it 26? Yep. It's 26 is the name of the song. Ooh, I can play that. Sweet. Because it's just D, G, and B minor, and then an A, E minor. Hell yeah. Awesome. Good job, me. Maybe I'll play that later. Either on stream or just for myself. If I get really upset with the crocheting. Which, I just realized we're coming up on 4 hours. I will stop at 4 hours because my back is starting to be a little achy breaky owies. Why am I holding purple? We don't want purple, we want pink. But I do want to... I was only planning on going for like 3 hours, but here we are. I was like 2 hours, maybe 3. And of course I'm here almost 4 hours. I just like hanging out with you guys. And this is probably what I'd be doing anyway. So I'm determined to have a Halloween costume that is not something that I've had before. Here's where the stitch marker would have been really useful, but because I undid everything, got all fuckadilly-dandy. Fuckadilly-dandy. I missed hanging out with you guys too. Okay, so that looks better. The purple is... There's more purple than I wanted there to... There's more purple than I wanted there to be. Like it's closer to the outside than I wanted it, but at least it looks even. So I am going to leave it anyway. I think maybe one more round of how many stitches left. You know, could be a billion. It is unclear at this time. Thank you for your question. I was holding it backwards again. I was like, why doesn't this look right? Bitch, you gotta focus. Gotta focus, like, a little bit. Yeah, I do want to do the other ear, like, almost right away, so that I don't forget all the weird shit I had to do. Oh, come on! Because I kept having to undo things, I haven't been as diligent about writing it down as I should have. I wrote down some of it. I wrote down the hardest part. Like, this is a little bit easier for me to just look at it, because I can see with my eyeballs what's, like, how many stitches I did. Did I end up not increasing? Lecta. I thought I increased down there. So there should be more than 4 pink stitches. That's why it looks too far out. Open C? For tuning? Yeah, I don't mess with tuning. I'm lucky if my guitar is in tune at all. So let me see what I did here. Cause yeah, I don't think I did not increase. I didn't think I undid stuff enough to take out the increase. But yeah, I want it a little bit. Well, we're undoing more stuff, guys. Basically everything we just did. Because I forgot to increase. I was like, oh, I need another purple, and then just screwed everything up. Make tuners that clip to the headstock of your guitar. This works really well in loud environments. Nice. Yeah, I normally just pull up a YouTube video that plays E, and then I tune everything off of that, and on occasion I'll go back through. So we got 1, 2, 3. Let's have another stitch in there. Arbitrarily, this stitch right here. Arno's favorite. Arbitrary. Okay. And now I know I did an extra purple, but I believe I did it on the other side. 2. Now the question is, I think I'll just leave the increases to the pink rather than the purple. Open Sea is Pirate's favorite tuning. Alright. Alright, I appreciate that. Now, should I have changed to pink there? Is it gonna look weird? Let's change to pink and see if it looks weird. I don't know, maybe I just like royally screwed something up and that's... Like I do not have a good like idea of what things will look like when I'm done with them right now. Maybe I'm just a little bit more visual. Yeah, I think... I would want another purple right there. Because that's the same issue that we ran into before, where it looked like there was a chunk taken out. Which is what I thought, but then when I was holding it, it looked fine. It tricked me. I got jebaited. It's tuning out the chunk. I said I liked it. Well, I said I appreciated it. Paramore uses a custom tuning for the only exception. Oh, it does? I don't know if I've ever tried to play the only exception. It used to remind me too much of my shitty ex, so I did not really enjoy listening to it for a while. Most of the time I can get away with not being bothered by stuff like that. But ooh-hoo! That one was a doozy, as you all know. But I can listen to it again now and it's fine, so yay! Only the high E? Huh. Okay. And now we're up to the invisible join! And then I will do one more round. And then I will attempt the other ear. And then I think I will probably find someone to raid. Why not? My back is starting to be upset with me. So it's not going to want to be crocheting forever. But I like I said, I do want to do the other ear before I forget all of the weird adjustments I had to make. I've already probably forgotten, but it might come back to me. That's the hope anyway. Alright, so then this one, since I increased on the lower one, should just, since this is the last round I'm going to do, I can just go on through and not have to count. I'm also very tempted to get the Game Pass and play Outer Worlds. Because what, I could play it for like $1 because they have a first time do the thing. And that would be my first time doing the thing. So I could play it for $1 and then that could be our, yeah, I want to play spooky games, but maybe I'll just extend Halloween because, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Spooky all the time. Life is spooky all the time, so why not our game choices, huh? I mean, Alan Wake was honestly the one that I wanted to play the most, which is why I started with it. Also, like, I'll try to fit in as many games as we can, as many spooky games. But like, October's almost done already. I don't know where did it all go? October, where did you go? What happened to you? You here one day, and the next day you're like gone. It's tuned up to F sharp. Interesting. It's an odd choice, Paramore. But it gave you something real pretty, so I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, maybe I'll play that. Cause you guys know I don't really play stuff that isn't Dota when I'm not streaming. Or like sometimes I'll play Overwatch. Like if there were more people in game together going like, hey, you wanna play this? I'd probably say yes a lot of the time. As long as I had the game. But like, if I'm gonna choose a game to play for me, I'm gonna wanna play Dota because, God, I have such a love affair with that game. I do want to do the Murder Party. I know a bunch of us picked up Murderous Pursuits. I still want to try out that game. I just, between school and work and the explosions in my computer and like all that stuff, it just never got around to it. Anything spooky if you're high enough? Yeah, sure, that's one way to freak out, is getting way too high. Not like I have any experience with that, ever. I've never had pot-induced deja vu every second for about 5 hours straight. That wasn't awful. I couldn't even open my fucking eyes because it was like everything was too much. That was so garbage. That's why I don't, it's not often that I partake. And part of it is that sometimes the people I'm with just like don't know that I am a lightweight and they like tell me to have way too much. But I'm also inexperienced. Anyway, I think that's a good ear. Yeah, that's a good ear. It is legal, yes. I wasn't saying that I don't have experience, because it's illegal. I just meant that I would never fuck up and have too much. You've lessened by about 300%. That's really awesome, JP. I've been drinking a lot more recently, which is not great. But, you know, I'll eventually just take a break for a little while and let my tolerance go back down and then not have as much. Alcoholic apple drink of sorts. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with this ear. I think this is a cute ear. And it can definitely be sewn on like this. I'm trying to debate whether I want to... You know what? I don't need to close it. It's fine. It can just be sewn on through the bottom like that. I think that'll look good. I want a little ear with just like a little bit of a bend in it. I know it's kind of hard to see when it's A, far away, and B, like my fingers is on it. Now I'm like, oh, there's too much purple in this. Too much purple. I mean, the back of the ear is pink, but if you're looking from the front, you won't be able to see that the back of the ear is pink. The trouble with perfectionism, or I could just sew it a little bit more closed, and then you kind of get... I can also kind of angle them off like that, so you get more of the pink from the front. Yeah, that's... We're fine. Stop debating, Lecta. And again, I don't need to leave too long of a tail. That was me more telling myself I don't need to worry about it. I can also take the stitch marker out. I'm just going to pull the end through the loop. Boop-a-doop! Yeah, the other spooky games that I wanted to play, Distraint 2 I really wanted to get to, so like we'll probably finish Alan Wake and then go straight into Distraint 2. Because that game is like 2.5 hours. Like 3 if I take forever, as you know I will. Alright. Now this looks really messy, but it's fine. I'm just going to tie these together so that it doesn't come undone. And there she blows. Okay. And now tie the pinks together. Not that I had to even make them same. And you can see this is the inside. I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I can hold it up. You can just barely see extra little ridges there. That's where we did the invisible join. But because it's on the inside, no one will ever see it. Neat. Such a nerd. I'm like, oh my god, look at it. Look at this secret crafting voodoo. Oh. Speaking of voodoo, I still need to get Blue Star donuts. That is probably not the direction you thought I was going in with that, but that's where I went. Who do you voodoo, bitch? Blue Star donuts. But yeah, I was told Blue Star has better donuts by pretty much every local that I know. But Voodoo, you go for the experience, and I did already go to Voodoo, so I don't need to go there again. It's also like, I'm much more of a plain person when it comes to sweets. Like, there was a lot going on with that Voodoo donut, and I was like, this is a lot. That was my thought. Like, it wasn't, like, the donut underneath was really good, but, like, all of the extra toppings and shit is just not what I'm looking for. Prefer good glazed raspberry jelly or lemon. See, I just like plain. Like, I don't want filling, I don't want glaze, I don't want icing. Like, on occasion, like, I do like glazed. If I'm gonna have anything on it, I prefer glazed or powdered. Like, ooh, okay. Exception. If you get one of those Entenmann's boxes, oh, Entenmann's, so good. Maybe next time I see Entenmann's, I'm treating myself. I wonder if Whole Foods has them. Maybe Target has them. I don't know. I haven't looked. I don't normally walk down aisles that don't have things that I need. Does that look okay? Does that look right? Why are you second guessing now? It's perfect! Stop touching it! Alright. Let's start this other ear. I totally just forgot what I was doing entirely. I looked down and saw this other hook and got very confused. I need to use, like, life hacks, like, such as organization and cleanliness, just so that I can make sure that my brain, which is so addled today, does not get so confused. So, I think what happened here... Where are my instructions? I said I put 6 in here, but did I though? And why does that look fucked up? Why do you look janky? Stop it, janky! You don't do sweets? Ooh, M&Ms are good. I haven't had M&Ms in a really long time. I remember when I was younger, my grandpa took me to the M&M's store. You can get, like... That startled me. I totally got distracted. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, you can get every color M&M. Like, any color. I think I remember getting a lot of teal, because I thought, like, that was the coolest thing. And I got, like, some weird dark purple. That was sick. Ooh, hey, hunger. Alright. We're gonna try to do this as fast as we can, because I'm hungry and my back hurts. I'm just about ready to be done crafting for the day. Okay, so we're counting that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Good. And let's not be all tangled, please. Please. Give you salty. I like both. I like salty and sweet. I like too many different things. I was listening to a TED Talk yesterday? God, yesterday just took forever, I guess. I was listening to a TED Talk yesterday about how some people don't have one true calling. Because they have far too many interests, but that's not a bad thing, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't, like, quite... I thought that was me. I was like, yeah, I have lots of different interests, but I don't have the same... Like, do I want to crochet all day, every day of my life? No. So I do get bored in that way, but like I keep the same interests. Like I have a lot of different interests, but I don't lose interest in them. I just want to put them down for a while. And I don't know that, you know, I guess that counts as the sense of boredom. Anyway, I was just trying to be introspective. What is that? That looks weird. Alright, I gotta redo it. Sometimes I do a magic circle and it just gets really like poofy in one spot. And then I have to redo it. First, there's a candy store that lets you have whatever flavor Skittles. I feel like Skittles has enough flavors for me personally. Make the original red bag Skittles. Make sure it has lime in it. Do they not have lime anymore? Wait a minute. Has Skittles betrayed us? Has Skittles betrayed us? Just like all of my crafting. They have green apple. Get out of here. I'm sure it's delicious, but give me my lime. Don't change things, ever. No change. I hate it. Makes me uncomfortable. How many stitches is this now? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2 more. I'm distracted like a motherfucker. Ooh. Did you like my song? Distracted like a motherfucker. Oh! You didn't know that the court was prone to opera. Well, you do now. Oh, Reese's peanut butter cups, so good. Yeah, that was probably my favorite. I like chocolate a lot though. It's like Kit Kats. But yeah, Reese's peanut butter cups. I always get Reese's in my Christmas stocking. That's the good shit, man. I get Reese's peanut butter cups and an orange. Those are always in my stocking. Okay. So I'm going to attempt to replicate what we had before. But like I said, the count was a little bit off. And I think it's because I did a slip stitch. So I'm going to also do the slip stitch here, even though it's wrong. Or did I slip stitch? For Christmas! I don't hold it there. Chocolate oranges? No, not my jam. I would rather eat chocolate and drink orange juice. I don't like I don't like the orange flavor. Or it's also possible that I just missed an increase, but I don't think I did. It's hard to tell. Because there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then I think I did invisible, I guess. There's only 10 though, so I'm somehow... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 5, 6. No, I guess this works out. How? How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8. And then 9, 10 in the last stitch. I'm so confused. How is it 10? I did 2 in each stitch. There's 6. But apparently this is what I did last time as well, so it's fine. And then I think I started the invisible. I think this is what I did. Thank you for modging me. Remembered it tasting like the end of a Tootsie Pop? Huh. I like Tootsie Rolls. When I was little, I was obnoxious. And I chewed up a Tootsie Roll, spit it into the toilet at my mom's work. And spooked a bride. God, what an obnoxious child. I was like, Mom, look, it looks like a duty hat. Now, how did I do this previously? Did I slip stitch? I don't remember. I have yet to slip stitch, so maybe that is what I did. But then how... So that still gives me 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How do you do the invisible... Sounds right. Did I say bride? I did, yes. Because my mom worked in a bridal store. Nothing like taking off your wedding dress, going to the bathroom, and finding a turd near your dress. Because that's what I want near a white dress. Turds. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I think I must have slip stitched. Because there's nothing for me to like link this to. I'm gonna try it anyway and see if it looks right. Because that then gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Yeah, it still gives me 10 stitches. Okay. So that's good. I think. So then in the next one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 3 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. Okay. This is what I did. This is what I did. Woo, guys! Didn't fuck it up. I'm excited for when Lecta gets PC to play Rocket League with me. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm so bad, but I love it. There was somebody else. Yeah, Rocket League is a really fun game even if you suck. There's not a lot of games you can say about that. Say that about, I feel. At least not competitive games. So normally, if you suck at a competitive game, you're not gonna have a good time sucking all the time. Unless you are a little bit of a masochist and you play Dota. In which case you will suck forever. And it will never ever end. I just want to play real life with cars and balls. That's what my life consists of. Vroom vroom and... You know what? I don't... but we'll bounce bounce. What did you think I was gonna say? Because I was gonna say tickle tickle initially, and I was like, what does that even mean? What does that mean? I was like, brain, I don't even know. I feel like that's the whole story of my day today, is just, I don't even know. That's been the last few weeks, it's just, I don't even know. I don't even know. You're bad too? Excellent. It's more fun. Well, and then we'll also get matched up with people who are equally bad. So it won't matter. Alright, and then I do 1 and then increase. Oh god! Just tugging on every fiber. Wish you could try out Beat Saber unless you get real motion sick. I don't know. I've watched some Beat Saber, and usually if I'm gonna get motion sick in a game, it doesn't matter whether I'm playing or watching. For the most part. So I think I could maybe do Beat Saber. Just because of how the, like, head motions are. Can't hit the ball in the air yet. I can hardly hit the ball, period. Is the ball on the ground? Well, chances are I will just zoom right by it. Alright, and then this should be the... Make some amazing goals, sometimes get accused of practicing. Remember that one that I made you, I made somebody clip it because I was like, oh, how did I do that? And I was like, so proud of it. I'm still so proud of it. I was climbing on the wall and somehow hit it into the goal. It was totally by mistake. It was not an intentional thing that I did, but I was proud of it nonetheless because it looked really impressive. Yeah, there were other games like at E3 and stuff that were VR that looked like things that I wouldn't die during. Okay. So now what? Now 4 single crochet, alright. And this is where my notes end. So I've got this round, and then I have to just guess because I don't remember what I did. But at least this part will be easier. I was more worried about this bit. The other part will be easier because, like I said, I can just look at it and see what I did and, like, count the stitches. Now, I believe there's an extra stitch in there. But I think I started it at the same spot. I just added an extra one. That would have been smart for me to write that down, but I didn't think about it. Made one I wish I could have clipped, but I was just playing with friends. Tapped the goalie right out of the way and hit the ball into the goal. That's awesome. Rocket League is super fun. Super fun to play, super fun to watch. I just really enjoy it. It's a good goof around game. It's great to pick up and put down. Oh, I just remembered I have Elite Dangerous. Ugh. Oh my god. I'm so excited to try Elite Dangerous. I'm so excited. Ooh, god. Should I do Outer Worlds or Elite Dangerous if I do like a late afternoon stream? Ooh. Maybe Outer Worlds, because otherwise it'll be a billion years until I can play it. But I've been waiting. Ugh. I've been waiting to get my computer back to try out Elite. Your vote is Outer Worlds. Okay, yeah. Oops, I didn't change to pink, my bad. Yeah, and then that way I don't have to worry about spoilers, because Elite Dangerous is not a spoiler game. It just is. It just exists in a zen state. But all I want to do is listen to Blue Sky Black Death and play Elite Dangerous. Well, not all I want to do. I also want to... I want to play everything. There's too many things that I want to play right now. I want to play every game that I own. And a lot of games I don't own. And I'm just like super hyped for all of them. Three, 4, and then do the invisible join. We're gonna do the invisible join. This VOD is super long cause I didn't think I'd be going for over 4 hours, but that's okay. That's a great thing about local recording with XSplit is that I can just chop it up later. Got that Game Pass. Now you have too many games. I will probably only play Outer Worlds with the Game Pass, unless... What else is on it right now? Played less than an hour and you still love it? Yeah, I've seen, like, character creation, and maybe the first, like, 5 to 10 minutes. And like little snippets. Looks good. Steam Halloween sale in 42 hours. Gears 5. Oh shit! Even more incentive for me to finish Judgment. Although I guess Judgment is technically a prequel to Gears, I think. They have Gears 1. I know, first month is $1. Like Gears 5, though. See, those are games that I'm used to playing on console. I'm terrible shooting on console. I'm so bad. It's just the worst aim. But I really did want to play Gears 5. So technically I could skip Judgment and just go to 5. And go back to Judgment later. So basically get it and don't sleep a month, right? Now what did I do? Because this looks like 4 stitches. And then that's definitely 5. So what did I do? Did I increase? That must have been the one that I increased. Only in the pink, though. Whew, my guessing skills are pretty good today. Well, within the crafting of this one ear. Now, did I put it here, or did I put it right next to it? I put it in the one before. Sometimes I just do things because I think that's... Like, if I were gonna do this, how would I do it? I would do it like this. And sometimes that tells me everything I need to know. It's kind of funny. Wanted to like Blair Witch, but it reminded you too much of Layers of Fear? I'm still... Did I played all of Layers of Fear, right? And the DLC. I know I finished the first game, but I had to restart it because my game got corrupted. And I was mad. I was mad about it. Got stuck in the basement for like hours. I remember Nate. I was like, Nate, just tell me what I have to do to get out of the basement. And he did, and I did it. And I was like, that didn't work. You're a liar. He's like, no, I swear that's how you do it. I was like, can't get out of the basement. That was funny. Like Destrimmed? Yeah. I've played some... A Witch is free on Epic? Layers of Fear? Or Blair Witch? Either way. Second one was Matt. Oh yeah, Layers of Fear 2 is now a thing. I played the DLC, but I haven't done 2. Okay. Nope, that... What? Don't go into the same stitch, you dingus. Or was that not the same stitch? I can't even tell where my stitches are anymore. I'm really good at this. I'm the best at crocheting. Vagina!
Terminator 100, Terminator 100 bonus 20. Haha, I forgot about this cheer.
Haha, I forgot about this cheer. Thank you, Kit. Thank you for using the Terminator bits. Tossing me a little extra income there. I appreciate it. You're so cute. Haha. Going by thumbnail, your hat game was on point. Oh yeah, that was my cultist robe. Cause this, I'm making unicorn parts to go on a cultist robe because I tried to make Olaf from Frozen and it did not work out. I have an Olaf butt that looks really, really bad and I don't want to wear it. So I figured, why spend more time doing something that I don't like? Or I had an idea to do this, so why not do this? And this is my my reference photo, I guess you could say. Tempted to buy Resident Evil 7 to try out VR, but nervous you won't know what to do. You mean like what kind of like VR implementation? Okay. So yeah, one more round, and I think what I did is I just kept it the same. Yeah, there's no need to increase on the last round. That wouldn't make sense. Okay, cool. So let me switch the stitch marker. Obi-Wan Kenobi, oh boy. It's a good thing I like you, Thar. It's a good thing I like you. Wait a minute. Why don't... Oh no, I'm supposed to have 5. Okay. I got concerned there for a second. One, 2...
Some time now to get things clear now, to get rid of my doubt.
See, even without redoing a bunch of stuff on this ear, this still took me like a half hour. So it was, yeah, just about a half hour. It's 23 minutes because I was at 3 hours 56 minutes of being live when I started this ear. Crocheting always takes me so much longer than I anticipate, or that any patterns anticipate. They're like, oh, you can finish these slippers in the time it takes you to watch a movie. And I'm like, no, it does not work that way.
I did not at all expect that. That was awesome.
Wormy, thank you so much for gifting the sub to Wraith Dagger. Oh, that's so very kind. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Technically did that wrong, but woot! Well, I appreciate it nonetheless. I do watch. I just mostly lurk. You come and say hi. And there's nothing wrong with lurking. I lurk a lot. I also talk a lot, but like there are times I'm tired, man. I don't want to make conversation, or, you know, I'm doing other things. Like, I'll normally put on a stream when I'm working on, stream stuff. Like I mentioned, I did all the panels. I'm trying to redo the Court of the Hype coat of arms, but like I redid it the easy way, and I'm just trying to debate what I need to decide what I want to do with it, and then I have to change everything. And then I swear I'm not allowed to change my branding colors ever again. We're done. It's orange and lavender and dark gray. The end. Like, seriously, that's what I used to do when I would get bored. Be like, I'm tired of looking at this eggplant. I don't want to look at eggplant anymore. I'm sick of this color. So then I would, like, make different scene colors. I'm like, come on, man, just pick a thing. Just commit. I'm just tucking the ends in the ear so that I can make sure that this looks okay before I cut the strings and tie it off. More importantly, does it look like the other one? And the answer is yes. Those are pretty even. Woo! Guys, we did it. Hey, Joseph, how you doing? Alright, good. Let's chop these.
Vagina!
Don't chop
Terminator
vaginas!
100 bonus 10 and some bitties too.
Oh, thank you so much, Wormy, and thank you for using the Terminator bits. Bits on 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 bits. Had to break out of it. Thank you, Wormy. I really appreciate it. Come here. Okie doke. So that is all of the crocheting done, actually. White Wolf, yeah, it has been a while. I'm good, how are you doing? Just finishing up a unicorn ear. An evil unicorn ear, to be very specific. Thought better of it? I mean, what is BitLady for, except to spew nonsense? And call herself BitLadi, for whatever reason. That was so weird, like, why don't you know that name? You're strange. Okay. So now, these can safely just be in there. Good, 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 good. There we go. So we've got two little ears, which I think will be arranged on either side, kind of like that. And we've got our horn. Let's get our Black Terror. This whole idea was so dumb, and it makes me happy. Sometimes I just think a dumb thing, and I can't. Ooh, spooky. I know, right? So obviously I didn't put the rest of it on, just to pretend. So I've got my very menacing helm here.
Terminator 100 bonus. Then don't you just hate it when cats wake you up like this? Meow, 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 meow.
Guys, lay down your
meow,
cat emotes.
Meow, meow,
Meow, meow.
meow, meow, meow.
Aw. Meow, meow. I know I have more than that. There's one. Where are the rest of them? Kitties. Thank you for the bits, Wormy. I appreciate it. That's a puppy. I know I have more kitties. Oh, here we are. Here's fitness. There's more puppies. Okay. There. Those are all my kitties. Oh, and Kit's kitties. So yeah, we're gonna look approximately like this. I'm gonna scoot down so that you can see my horn a little better. But essentially, I'm gonna put this here. I think I'll sew it rather than glue it. Just in case I want to get something different. If I want to like put them on something different. You know what, why don't I just put the whole damn thing on for right now? What is the back and what is the front? There's too many holes! There's too many holes! I'm confused! Alright. It's all tangled around my body. It's fine. Here we go. I'm a mini-song slut? What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm confused by my own words. So yeah, now we are Dog Terror. Thanks, Kit. That is, yep. Just about sums up my life. Good quote, thank you. So yeah, I'll probably sew this on like that. I'll sew on their little ears. You know, one on each side. And then what I want to do, this particular hood won't really do it unless I like really squish the foam and bring it down. But I also want to have, I have this felt and I'm going to cut eyes out and kind of paint on some flame. Intercourse. Does that come after the appetizer? You know, I would hope so. Let me eat first, please. Thank you. Speaking of eating, I'm going to find somebody for us to raid, and we're gonna go, because I'm hungry and my back hurts. So, like, I'm just about done with all this crafting bullshit. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I had a lovely time. Also, reminder for everybody, Babby Book Club is coming up in 1 week? 2 weeks? 2 weeks, I think, right? Did we say the 10th or the 3rd? I forget. Go to the Discord and you will know. Go to the Discord if you want to take part. I have to go pick up the book as well. No, the 3rd. Okay, so yeah, I need to start reading real fucking soon. But thank you all so much for hanging out. Let's see who's online. Let's see, who do we have here? I only have one person who's not like a huge streamer or like, you know, Bob Ross online, so let's raid Rocket Sage. She is a fellow Day Knight. She does educational streams. about minerals, which I find really interesting. And here's the raid call, copy and paste. You can use the sub emotes if you are a sub, and if you are not, then you can just use these scorpions. I hope you come with me, and then I'm going to like abruptly leave right after the raid, so feel free to do that as well, but if you could just lay down some hype and some love in her channel with me, I'd appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow, maybe? No promises, because I do have to work, I forgot. I'm just so excited to be back. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna raid now. I love you, bye!